يلا شباب، الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Yusuf and Ryan, how many rak'ah did you come late? Huh? So when did you join the Salah, Yusuf and Ryan? Huh? So you missed all the four. So how do you feel, Yusuf and Ryan, that you missed all the four rak'ah? والله I remember, والله يا شباب, didn't I keep saying make wudu يا شباب, we are gonna pray or not? Who heard me saying make wudu يا شباب, we are gonna pray? Did I do it or not? Did you hear that? You heard it, so okay. Did you hear me, ya Yusuf? Make wudu, and you ignored me. Listen, ya banat, can you listen to me? So you heard me saying make wudu, correct? What about you, Ryan? But you ignored. How you feel right now, shabab, after missing the four rak'ah in the jama'ah? It's okay? Not a big deal? Or do you really feel that you missed a lot? Do you have this feeling or not? Okay. Make sure, ya shabab, whenever I say make wudu, you make wudu so that you catch the salah from the beginning, ya shabab. There is value in catching تكبيرة الإحرام. طيب يا شباب, let me continue part of the drama that we started earlier today يا شباب. Uh, and today inshallah يعني we have brother Muhammad Karim, he wanna talk about something, and actually we were supposed to talk about two things, okay? But looks like I'm giving up on mine, and I'll tell you why I'm giving up on mine, and then maybe I'm gonna convince you to give up on yours as well. I told you, Shabab, earlier today, if you do not take advantage of whatever you have, you may be losing it very soon, sooner than you can ever imagine. I give you, Shabab, some examples of whatever got stopped within Tamkeen, but looks like my memory was not going that well earlier in the morning. But let me mention, Shabab, and start recapping with few things that would have been amazing if we continue, but people faded out. And I'm really scared more and more things can fade out if you do not take care of them. What did I mention, ya Shabab, earlier today? First point, and this is also something يعني, that you may be interested in, which is the Tamkeen Juniors. Where where is the Tamkeen Juniors? At home. It faded out. Why? Because parents were too lazy to drive. Were not willing to participate. Parents were not showing up. So week after week, week after week, week after week, no one as of now is even asking, where are the Tamkeen Juniors? No one is even asking on the group. Khalas, it faded out and people gave up on this. And to my knowledge, most of the people in that age, they did not find another alternative. To my knowledge, I do not consider, a Quran halqa as an alternative. No. Tamkeen and its activities and everything integrated, it is unique. So I do not think there was another alternative. It died out, and that's it. And I was telling them earlier in the halaqah, and I was asking them to raise up their hands. If your dad was born here in this country, raise up your hand. And no one raised up his hand, which means your kids are going to be kuffar because you were born over here. So there's big possibility that your kids are going to be kuffar. And parents are not aware of what has been going on. Parents may not be able to see what I see. Parents, they're just too lazy to drive or even too lazy to fundraise for a van to carpool their kids at the junior level. And then year after year, year after year, they are gonna regret this a lot. Right, Tamkeen Junior is one thing that stopped. What else has stopped? We said the girls' annual camp stopped because parents were, or the dad was not willing to go and camp with his daughters. And there, ya shabab, we used to do a lot in the girls' camp. They used to have fun. They used to cook. They used to stay with each other. We were giving them an option so that they do not go back home and tell their dad, I want to go camping with my public school. And now, because we are not having that many families for the family camp this year, the family camp will stop. Probably this is what I mentioned earlier today. But there are lots of other stuff, ya shabab, that we also stopped. Do you remember something called parent meeting? Last time we called for a parent meeting, it was only one parent. I'm not sure if the parent who voted or their kids voted them in, but it was only one parent who voted. And to my understanding, according to the last message I sent to the admins, looks like they gave up on meeting with the parents. And this is not good at all. Whenever parents they are not aware of anything happening in Tamkeen, it is not good. But most likely, the concept of parent meeting is gonna stop for good because they did not participate. What else stopped the shabab? I was working with some of you shabab in whatever we called the Tamkeen Dev Club, who were building the website for Tamkeen and who were also building the other website for Quran Research, QuranResearch.org. And that was in the old days, and I even asked some of the girls recently signed up to help with documentation, to help up with testing. But it has been 2 weeks, and I'm asking them just make an account or make two accounts to test the stuff or write a document or whatever, and I'm not getting something back. And now I'm considering them, they are wasting my time. So I'm gonna give up on this. So now I'm giving up on the Tamkeen Dev Club as of now. I'm just leaving them for you for robotics, all of them. So again, ya shabab, many of the things that if you do not participate in, it is gonna stop. And to be honest, you are in the ones who are in need of this. You are we also mentioned the Quran school. Are you still working with your students, Muhammad, at the Quran school, or they faded out? How many they were originally? So this is why the one you told me it was not fully killed. There is one student. It is the same student who recited to the two of you. So the Quran school ended up being one person. What about you? They are still reciting the profiles. They're still consistent with you. And how many went out of your class? Huh? Three went out. Subhanallah, imagine those people, they're gonna, instead of having people who are huffaz of the Quran, they're gonna be lost. They're gonna be, Allahu Alam, where they're gonna be. Maybe they have other options. Maybe. And some of them may have other options, but to be honest, most of them, they have no other options. So again, ya shabab, if you do not step up and take advantage of something, it will shut down, and you are the one who is gonna lose by the end of the day. Expectation, ya shabab, from people who have been raised in Tamkeen is not only I just coming to Tamkeen for me to have fun here and there. I'm coming to do what? I'm coming to take care of others and making sure we continue the culture. As Muhammad Ali is getting older and older, we have more people who can be taking care of the organization, people who can continue to offer Quran classes. Also, Banat, what about the history halaqa that you wanted to give to the girls? Where are we with this? Last time, when I was in the group, you were not able to meet because all of you were asleep. Am I correct? So the girls, you want to take my history halaqa and repeat it for the younger generation, which is good, which I'm supportive for them to do this. But the last meeting, none of you joined the meeting. Am I correct? Yes or no? Should I mention the names or not? Because I'm not getting a response. Sarah and Khadija and Aqila and Maryam M and whatever, all of them, they did not join the meeting. Am I correct? Huh? Yeah, you postponed it. What? There is difference between you postpone it ahead of time or you reschedule it because all of you were asleep during the meeting time. Am I correct? Okay. طيب. Uh, الله المستعان. طيب. with this introduction, I think I set up the stage for you. Do you still want to give your presentation? And here يا شباب we have imagine يا شباب that the Quran school was running and people were committed, and by now people have memorized 5, 6, 7 juz. Imagine and imagine and imagine and imagine. Imagine يا شباب people have been consistent in the dev club. Maybe by now we would have amazing developers. فأجينا يا شباب there are many opportunities. Make sure يا شباب you take care of them. Why do you wanna come